TV. I'm Nikki and I'm here with Hazel.
Hello.
And today we're just having a simple little live stream about what we plan to do after high school. So Hazel, you want to start off? What are you doing?
Sure, okay. So after high school, I plan to take a gap year just so I can work and focus on my portfolio, as I want to do animation after school. So I'm going to use that time to get money and experience with drawing and animating so I can continue my education. What about you, Nikki?
I'm not really sure. I'm going to university for classics and archaeology, but I'm not sure where I want to go yet. Right now it's between Queen's and University of Toronto. But I had a question I was going to ask and then I forgot. What are you going to university or college?
Most likely college. There is one school that's a university which I might go to, which is Sheridan. I think it's a polytechnical though. I might go there, but I'm leaning more towards college at this point in time.
Right, but what college specifically?
It's either Mohawk or Algonquin College.
Which one do you like more?
Definitely Algonquin, I think.
So then what's the competition with Mohawk?
Mohawk, that's the easiest to get into, I think, because they're just like, please come here, please go to our school. We have animation, we swear. Where like Sheridan's overly competitive, and Algonquin is kind of competitive, but I feel like it's what suits best for like what I want to do. So
right. So it's between Sheridan, Mohawk, and Algonquin?
Yes. With Algonquin being at the top right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Have you gotten there yet for any open house?
Yes, I have, actually.
How was it?
It was really good, except their dormitories were really crappy. That's the only thing.
Well, you can always decorate those.
Yeah, and the issue is because it's in Ottawa, it's so far away. So I'm going to have to live there. So I'm just going to have to deal with that if I end up going there, which is unfortunate, but...
Yeah, I was looking at University of Ottawa, but I'm pretty sure that they're not accepting other people from outside of Ottawa.
Oh,
it's either that or they're not doing international. I'm not sure because I went to their the university event thing.
Yeah.
No, I didn't go to the open house.
Okay.
I went to the the whole university where I got all the pamphlets and stuff.
Oh yeah, the fair.
So I got a bunch of those, and when I went over, they were like, "Oh, are you in Ottawa?" And I said no. And they're like, "Oh, I don't think we're accepting from outside of Ottawa." So
that's
not going
very unfortunate.
Yeah, but yeah, the residency, because when I went to McMaster, because I did go to their open house, that was the first one I went to. Their residence, I didn't really like it. But then again, you can find somewhere you can work with. You gotta as long as they have AC, because if you don't have AC, you're gonna suffer.
Yeah.
As long as you like the general area and you can envision yourself doing something with that dormitory, then you should be all good. Because as much as bland as it may look, you can always personalize it, and next thing you know, you've got your bedroom.
Yeah.
Just recreate your bedroom. But yeah. So you want to go for animation?
Yeah.
How come?
I've just always liked animation. I feel like I started animating when I was 12 or something. Probably because I found a video online, and then I just never stopped. Personally, I really want to make my own animated show sometime in the future, and or a company. So I'd like to take animation just to figure out and be like, how can I make this work for me? And make money,
I'd ask you about your animation, but I feel like you're like me, where you're just going to talk nonstop.
Yeah.
We both just talk nonstop.
It's just going to start yapping about animation and everything.
Maybe next live stream. Maybe next live stream we'll have the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole rebuttal.
All right. But back to after high school. I don't know why I did that. So gap year.
Yeah.
You said that the reason was so you could work up money and all of that?
Yes, I need money because I do not have any college funds, so I'm a little broke.
It's a little expensive to go out, especially if your program is 4 years.
Mine is 3 years. Well, 3 to 4. It really depends, but
yeah, it depends on the school you go to. But I had another question.
Oh no.
I had a question and it left.
Take your time, think about it.
Okay, so imagine they didn't have a program for animation.
Yeah.
Would you still go to college, or would you just not?
Probably, I'd say so. I'd probably get an arts degree if I couldn't get an animation degree, I feel like. But if that also wasn't an option, then I probably would go to university, because I've already taken so many university courses in high school.
Yeah.
So I could just go to university if I really wanted to. But for me right now, I feel like college is a better fit for what I want to do.
Yeah, I agreed. I used to want to go to do animation or graphic design or one of those two.
Oh, how how long is the program you want?
Mine's a I think it's bachelor's.
Yeah.
So mine's 4 year because it's
Yeah, because it's a bachelor's, and that's
yeah,
pretty
it's
common.
study. Oh my god, it's studies. It's
Yeah.
studies. It's because it's like you take a major in it. So yeah, if I were to do classics and archaeology, regardless of where I go, it would be 4 years. And luckily, all the schools I applied to, none of them require a math degree because I did not take grade 12 math.
Yeah.
I hate math. I'm horrible at it. Figured it'd be easier to just skip math altogether than to take another one in grade 12, especially if I don't need it for my course.
Yeah.
But you said yours is 3 years?
Yes.
So, yay. So, you'll get out. You'll be 2021?
Probably.
Yeah, 2021, because 4
Somewhere
years
around.
would be 22.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm not going to get out to 22.
Uh-huh.
What do you mean, haha? Don't talk to me. But, yeah. So, do you know that some schools offer a exchange program?
Not that I know of, no, except for Algonquin. I know there's a specific thing where, because they don't offer bachelors there, but you can get a bachelor's if you go to Ireland, I believe. For like your 4th year, you get to go there, and it's like an exchange program. But other than that, I'm not really sure.
No. Yeah,
No.
because I was looking at mine, and I was talking to my parents, because in my 3rd year, you get an option to do an exchange to like any of their partner programs in another country. So I was looking at either going to Greece or Rome to do my 3rd year studies, simply because I'm doing classics and archaeology, and most of my program involves Greek and Roman mythology. So I'm hoping to head over there. That way I could get first-hand experience with, Greek mythology. Because then you're in that country.
Yeah.
Either that or Roman, because I feel like a lot of them share similar stories,
similar
especially
stuff.
with like say like Medusa and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But yeah, I feel like it's kind of hard to choose what you want, especially now. But it's kind of like you need to,
Yeah.
because either you're good. You've got a year.
Yeah. So I
For
get
me,
time to figure it out.
I've
really.
got until May to figure out what
Yeah.
university I want to go to, and then I've got summer to pack. And my mom's like, "Oh, we should go on a trip somewhere."
Yeah, and it's like,
No!
you don't have
No,
time. Yeah.
I can't. I've got to like mentally prepare myself, because she's like, "Oh, regardless of where you go, you're gonna have to go you're gonna have to go to do residency for your 1st year."
Yeah.
Like, no. Luckily,
Oh
if I just
my.
go to Toronto, then I can come back for my 2nd, 3rd, and 4th year. That
Yeah.
is if I don't go to Greece.
Mhm.
But if I go elsewhere, say like McMaster, Queens, Brock, for example, then I would have to find residency around that area.
Yeah.
Because apparently at universities, if you have like your 1st year guaranteed,
Yeah.
but other than that, you're not guaranteed anything.
Yeah, which is interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like that for colleges.
No, not for the ones I looked for. It was usually first come, first serve, and then except for
Well, yeah, but it's
Sheridan.
still not guaranteed.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed. But I know for Sheridan, it's like they want you to be there for the 1st year, and then they try to get you residence like other places for like the rest of your years.
A lot of schools have like the outside residency, where they'll have like a bunch of buildings around
Yeah.
that school. The ones that I went to McMaster and went to Western, those were their residencies were really nice. But I haven't gone to Queens or Toronto yet. I'm trying to. I was sick for the Queens open house, so
Yeah.
I wasn't happy about that. But we're open to book a tour. I want to go see the residents, especially if I do go to Queens.
Yeah.
Because if it's Toronto, then I can stay home if I don't get residence, or my uncle owns a place up there, so I could see if he'll let me rent there.
Yeah.
But regardless of that, so yeah, regardless, I have to figure it out.
Yeah.
But is there anything else you want to share before we wrap up the live stream?
No, I think that's it.
No?
No.
All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed our little live stream
A
here.
little chit chat.
A little bit of rambling about universities and gap years and colleges. And we hope that we will see you again next time we live stream. Bye.
Bye.